Somewhere along the way, you internalize the idea that you have to earn the right to exist. And resting feels like theft. You know this feeling, that tightness in your chest when you sit down to do nothing, the guilt that creeps in when you close your laptop early, the voice whispering you're lazy, you're wasting time, you're falling behind while everyone else gets ahead. You're the person who can't enjoy Sunday without mentally cataloging everything you should be doing instead, who feels anxious on vacation because rest requires permission you never learned to give yourself, who scrolls through your phone during every meal, every break, because stopping feels like surrender. The exhaustion sits in your bones, not the kind sleep fixes, deeper, the kind that lives between who you are and who you think you need to be. And somehow, being tired isn't enough to justify rest. Because rest isn't a reward you've earned yet. It's something you'll allow yourself later, after you've done enough, been enough, proven enough. But here's the truth you already know. Enough never comes. There was a moment where rest stopped being natural and became conditional, where you learned your worth was measured in output, in productivity, in how much you could accomplish before your body forced you to stop. Children rest without guilt. They play until exhausted, then collapse into sleep without questioning whether they deserved it. They don't earn their rest, they just rest. But somewhere between childhood and now, the world taught you differently. Time is money, idle hands, hustle is virtue, stillness is sin. So now you carry this weight, this constant calculation of whether you've done enough to justify sitting down, whether your exhaustion is legitimate or just weakness you need to overcome. The professional who responds to emails during family dinner, the student at 2 a.m., eyes unfocused but unable to stop. The parent sitting in their car outside their house, delaying going inside, those 5 minutes the only ones that feel like theirs alone. You're tired of being tired, but you're more afraid of being seen as someone who gave up. Here's what nobody tells you. You're not broken, you're not weak, you're not lazy. You're trying to survive in a system that treats humans like machines. Machines don't need rest. They run until they break, then they're fixed or replaced. And somehow, you started treating yourself the same way. You've been running on fumes so long, you've forgotten what it feels like to be full. Performing productivity so long, you've forgotten what it feels like to simply be. And the cruelest part? The system convinced you the exhaustion is your fault. That if you just managed better, optimized more, hustled harder, you wouldn't feel this way. But that's a lie. The problem isn't you. The problem is trying to be endlessly productive in a body designed to have rhythms, seasons, moments of growth, and moments of rest. Think about that. Nature doesn't apologize for rest. Trees don't feel guilty about winter. The ocean doesn't hustle. There are cycles, growth and restoration. But you're trying to be spring all year long, and it's killing you. So let me tell you something you need to hear. Your worth is not in your productivity. Your value is not in your output. Your right to exist is not something you earn through exhaustion. You're a human being, and human beings need rest, not as a reward, as a fundamental requirement of being alive. The rest you're denying isn't laziness. It's not failure. It's your body saying, I need restoration. I need stillness. I need to exist without purpose sometimes. Learning to rest without guilt is one of the hardest things you'll do, because it means unlearning years of conditioning, confronting the fear that if you stop producing, you stop mattering. But you matter when you're resting. You matter when you're doing nothing. You matter because you exist, not because of what you accomplish. The weight doesn't disappear overnight. You'll still feel guilt, still hear the voice saying you should do more. But maybe you can start questioning that voice. Start recognizing that burnout isn't personal failure. It's the predictable result of treating humans like machines. Write this down. Rest is not something you earn. It's something you need. And needing things doesn't make you weak. Your rest isn't failure. Your rest is resistance. You're allowed to be human.